Welcome to Nintendo Dads episode 538, recorded on July 31st, 2025. On this week's episode, we talk about the latest Nintendo Direct. We talk about it like we are in therapy. Jesse, thank goodness you know what to do. Well, guys and gals, dads and moms, and everybody else in between, it's the Jesse and Tim show today. But we might have some people pop in because I think Marty just said he's on his way, actually, when he thought he wasn't going to be able to make it.
Oh, good.
But because of technical difficulties, we're starting late anyways. So, look, there's a Marty. He's getting all situated there. So we just got started. And Jesse, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing pretty good. I guess I need to readjust my camera now that with 3. Hopefully that stays. Yeah. I've been doing pretty well. It was a pretty uneventful week at work, which is a good thing. And next week should also be pretty uneventful because we never release anything the first week of the month. So, and then the week after that, I'm taking a vacation. So
nice. A vacation. And so is it usually slow like the week before you go on vacation? Like it seems like extra long.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've taken a vacation. I think the last time I actually took time off of work for me reasons, not for because of other work things, was when I went on the cruise last year in December.
Okay. Gotcha. So, all right, we'll have to get the report on that from you the next time. So,
yep.
Marty, are you there? Is your camera working?
I'm here.
All right. How's it going?
Camera's not working though, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to be the faceless one tonight.
You're going to be the voice in the clouds.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Fun. Oh, it's just been a really hectic day, and there's just been a lot going on. I didn't think I was going to get to be on the show tonight, and voila!
Here you are.
Whereas people, okay, can we talk about something right here? Is this just a Southern thing, or is it across the board that people are stupid? That when they say voila, like on social media, they don't spell it VIOLA. Like it's supposed to be, they spell it WALA. Voila.
Yeah, that's just moronic.
Everywhere. Yeah, it's just.
And if you did that, and I just called you stupid, I got nothing for you today. I'm sorry.
I did that, so thank you.
Well, Tim,
I used to say well all the time.
I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here trying to boot up my my camera.
Yes.
And for some reason, it has just decided that we're not going to work today. Right?
Yes.
And I'm afraid to pull things from my USB hub because I don't know what I'm pulling.
It'll take everything out.
I don't know what I'm pulling. So, we're having a great time over here.
Yes.
I'm trying to force quit stuff, and yeah, if it happens to look, I'm not going to use my laptop camera. So if it happens to magically boot up, or start working,
voila.
The blue, yeah, voila. Here's the thing, the blue light on it is on.
Yes.
The app is showing nothing, and then when I come in here into Zoom, it's like your background won't load.
Yeah.
Well, don't use the background then.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just look, it's
just adding to the stuff that the fun of this week.
Sure,
right?
sure. Yeah. I mean, started today at 6:30, taking my mom to have a procedure.
Yes.
And then sped home because I had a training I was in charge of tonight. Yeah, it was interesting.
One of them
it's been
days.
A day.
Huh? All right.
In a day. It's okay. It's all right.
It's good. Now you're here. Now you get to talk about your most favorite Nintendo Direct of ever, right? So
I may be glad that I'm not on camera tonight.
well, we're excited that you are here because we get to hear Jesse's take on it and your take on it, because I was on with Justin earlier doing the live react. So people got to see that there, and I'll go over, of course, how I reacted to it. And it's probably along the same lines as you guys, but we'll see. So we'll jump right into the news and talk about that.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. As you all know, and if you don't know, our news is brought to you by the folks over at patreon.com/NintendoDads. That's our subscribers over there who have taken the time to subscribe over there and pay the bills for us. So thank you. And they also in turn get an ad-free version of this podcast for doing so. And if you pay, what is it, Marty? Only $1, you can at least
just only $1 a month. For as little as $1 a month, you too can join up with the greatest community on the internet.
Yes. And pretty soon we're working on, getting Justin's friend, Sarah McLaughlin, to sing us a song while we talk about that. We're working on that, right? So huge thanks to all our patrons.
I will patronize you. Da, 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 da.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Huge thanks to all for helping us create more great Nintendo Dad content. We're making our community a better place, including our newest patrons, which we don't have any right now. But if you too can be,
it could be you. It could be you if you're our newest patron.
Yes.
Right? We don't have one right now.
Right.
But hey,
you can pay for a whole year for like $10, right? Or $11 or something like that.
Hey, listen. For as little as not buying any of the games in today's garbage direct, you could be a patron of Nintendo Dads.
If you did not like today's direct,
well, one of them's a free download.
Whoa!
Use that money.
Hold up! Newsflash! Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Did we just get a tweet?
We get a breaking news?
We didn't get a new tweet. It's a me.
Oh, the camera working.
Out of the camera.
Camera decided to start working.
Well, I just started pressing things on my USB hub. The first thing I did was knock out the microphone, and then Tim started talking. I was like, "Oh crap!" Yeah.
All right. Well, now that you got everything working, now we can see your face as we talk about the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that happened.
I guess I need to pull up the notes.
That's probably
might make things easier.
It's probably a good idea. You actually participate
unless you want to host a show like Justin does.
Playing Donkey Kong?
Yeah, that too.
There's the notes.
All
right. Tim's in control tonight.
All right. Yes. So now
he's the captain of our ship, the master of our fate.
We're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct today. We've got lots of opinions on it. So we want to get them out there because that's what we do. We talk about those things, right? So let's talk about first. Thank you, Jesse, for doing the show notes as usual, doing the play-by-play on the
100%
showcase. So thank you for that.
There's not a greater show noter than Jesse Waldeck.
Right?
I try.
Gotta have a show noter. All right. First game that pops up on the Nintendo Direct is Monster Hunter 3. Excuse me, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. That's not a bad start, I don't think, right?
It looks good. This is not my bag. Right?
Right. Yes.
But I have to say that it looked fantastic. Visually.
Yes, it does look great. It sounds like it could be a great game. It's like grown up. All the kids that were in the previous games, I think, grew up and now are doing this part of the story.
Are the Monsties grown up?
I don't know. They looked about the same age. I don't know.
Do Monsties age?
Maybe they don't. Or maybe they just in different years, like, cats and dogs. versus human years, and maybe dragons and stuff like that.
Dragons
Monsters,
lived for 7 years, and it's a in dragon years. That's 60 years per year.
right?
He
And then
can
They
you end
live
up
for
die
with,
hundreds of years.
anytime.
and then you
They
end
live
up
for
with
hundreds of
Grandpa
years.
Turtle.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Please, Lord, no.
Well, that game is dropping in 2026. So that was a 2026 announcement. So we'll look forward to hearing more about that later in the year, probably probably a January direct or something. So that was announced, and then from there, the next game that was announced was Once Upon a Katamari, coming to the Nintendo Switch on October 24th. And pre-orders are available today. Anybody excited about that one? Like Katamari games?
I liked the
I
first
like 'em.
game, but after that, they lost this charm on me. So I kind of really, this one's meh. This one.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So I think this is a good place to talk about the weird distinction that they made during the show where they were like, if the screen says Nintendo Switch 2, it's for
Oh,
Nintendo
yes,
Switch
yes.
2. And if it says it's for Nintendo Switch, it'll have the Nintendo Switch symbol. And if
Yeah.
it's for both, it'll have both. And I'm like, why are you wasting time on this? Just say it's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 or it plays on both. That's all they have to do. I understand that this is very Nintendo, like that's their thing, but it got really weird, like having to have that come in at the beginning of every trailer. And at that point, they hadn't even told us why they were doing that, right? Like it was just like
I
they
think they
did
told
Monster
us
Hunter
just before
Stories.
Katamari.
Did they do it right before Katamari?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
because
they
those
opened
two
up with
games, they said these two games are for Nintendo Switch. And
Yeah.
then the next one was like, now some games coming to Nintendo Switch too. But then they still had those symbols. So I just think they could have, their messaging could have been a little
Yeah.
more.
And
I'm not
there
saying it
were
wasn't
a few games coming to both, but
right.
most of the time it was targeted at one or the other.
I just wonder if there was an easier way to say it. Maybe I don't know.
We got to
Anyway.
remember too that they probably were trying to cater to a wider audience because it is a family,
Sure.
system,
Sure.
and maybe their kids were watching, and they want to make it clear that kids, you might want a game that on the Nintendo Switch 2 that, and if you don't have that yet, you won't be able to play it.
100%. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And then the Monster Hunter Stories, that was blatantly Nintendo Switch 2 right off the jump because they
Yeah.
did the snap sound with the animation with the
The
Joy-Cons
2.
bunched
Yeah.
them together and making the 2. So
Yes. So that was clear. That was for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So
No,
all right.
I mean that's good. The Katamari game's fine. I don't think it should be over $20. Because
Well, let's find
here's
out
why.
because pre-orders are available now.
It's probably going to be a mobile game as well.
Probably.
That's just my 2 cents. I don't think it's worth more than
Well, it's double of what you want it to be. So it's $40.
$40.
It's $40.
It's a big game.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a big game.
Might be big. All right, the next game that popped up, Just Dance 2026 edition for the Nintendo Switch, and that will be probably the next several years. We'll see that.
That had a shock level of 0.
Right? I was like, oh, we got to get those all the time.
Well, now, okay. So I saw somebody saying this earlier. It's like, why do they even bother making this game every year? Why don't they just do a base game and do like a yearly DLC pack with 40 songs or something? And here's the reason: shelf presence. Because you're going to the store, you're wanting to buy your kid a game. Oh, I've heard about this dance game. Everybody likes dancing. It'll be fun. The whole family can do it. We'll buy the new one. Now, when you get in there, you discover that you can get Just Dance Unlimited. And Just Dance Unlimited has hundreds of songs. It's a subscription service. And that is like a base game with DLC. But
Yeah, well, Disney tried that and it didn't work. And like Disney Infinity,
Yes.
that was the original concept, but still, they still put out like annual releases for the next 2 or 3 years and just screwed the whole
There
thing
were
up.
the Wii version of Just Dance lived for many years post Wii U launch. And I want to say, even did it not even happen in the early days of the Switch?
What, the
I
Wii
can't remember
version?
the Wii version.
Oh, the
I'm
Wii
looking.
version. Yeah, it was going for quite a bit. Yes.
So as long as there is a
The,
Nintendo Switch version that can work on a Switch too, you're going to have one of these on the shelves.
the last Just Dance game release for the Wii was Just Dance 2020.
Wow. But can I tell you, that's Ubisoft. They're not going to release games where there's no audience, like a base. There
Right.
were people buying a yearly Wii version of Just Dance all the way up until 2021.
I've been in GameStop where people are going to buy the used copies of those too, where they're asking, "Hey, do you
Yeah.
have any used copies of Just Dance?" It's crazy.
Wow.
All right, the next one is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, November 14th. Pre-orders available now. Anybody here into the Dragon Ball games?
No.
No, this is one of
These are
those
the fighting games, right?
fighting game with so many fighters it can't be balanced.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Which
There's
how?
means
a
there
lot
will
of
be
fans of those
one.
games. So,
That means there will be one that everybody wants to play.
right. Yep. That it was a lot of people were wanting it on the Switch when that came out for the other systems, this fighting game, but that's probably why they got this version coming out for the Switch 2. Next one is Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, October 23rd, and pre-orders are available now. I've never
This was
played
the
a Plants vs. Zombies game. So
what?
This is probably the only
What?
game here that I am interested in.
yeah, it does look
This was the
interesting.
first.
I might have to
Okay,
try it
so
out.
this was the first time in the whole direct that I went, okay, there's a game for me.
Okay.
Tim, you need to play this game. All
Yeah, I
right.
probably will. I probably
So
will.
what I'm afraid of is that they're gonna muck around with it too much and make it like Plants vs. Zombies 2. But because Plants
And
vs. Zombies 2 was when PopCap got bought by EA
Yeah.
and they made it monetary microtransaction hell.
yeah,
And
they ruined it.
so and they ruined it. Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies 1 was a top shelf app game
Okay.
when it first came out. Like it was that's when PopCap used to make good games. And I hate to say it that way, but they did. Like you got like it's
Yeah,
a new
no,
PopCap
it's not
game.
wrong.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Then EA bought them. So I've already seen a little bit of things that worry me with it. There are going to be bonus skins that you can get, like 8-bit pixel skins for the thing. And it's like I saw a image of one and above it it said bonus. And so I'm thinking that's like a pre-order bonus.
Mm,
So there's going to be microtransactions. Of course it's going to be because it's being published by EA.
nice.
Yeah, but
But
that October is going to be stacked. There's like 3 or 4 games I'm
uh-huh.
interested in October.
I do
Like in the back
I
half
want
of
to
October.
Jesse, did you happen to see what the price is on that?
I didn't look, but can look
While you're doing that,
quickly.
shout out to C-Dub for the Prime subscription. They
$20.
That's
for
your $20
12.
game, and that's worth it.
I'm okay with the $20 game. And here's something. And C Dub, thank you so much.
Yeah, for
Appreciate
12
that.
months. For 12 months, guys.
Wow.
He subscribed for 12 months and gave us bits, 100 bits.
Are those like Banandium chips? Or are those like so like when I get it, it's just say, oh
Yes.
chips. Oh, nom,
You get
nom,
100
nom, nom,
banana
nom,
chips.
nom. So I have a theory that Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is going to launch on mobile devices as well. And if it does, that's where I'm going to get it. Only because this game is, and Tim, since you've never played it, I'll say this, it's way more intuitive to play it touchscreen.
Yeah, I
Because
played it. I played it
you're
on an
dragging,
iPad the first time I played it.
yeah, you're dragging the plants into place and you're tapping the sun that falls down and that the sunflowers produce to get
Yeah.
stuff. So like it's very tactile.
Okay. Maybe
That's
I'll
all. Like
maybe I'll
it'll
download it
be
for the
interesting
Switch.
to see how they integrate it to Switch. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure you can play the touchscreen version. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you just reminded me too about another game I was playing.
Oh,
Got to put that on my list
oh, it
because it
says
is
it's on. It's only coming to consoles.
Ah,
for
which means
now.
the Switch 2 versions might be the definitive ones because of the touchscreen.
Right. Yeah, it's and I mean it's coming everywhere. Switch to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series and Series X and S.
Nice. All right. Next game on the list: EA Sports FC 26. Nintendo Switch 2, September 26th, and pre-orders are available now. From what I read about this game, it has been overhauled based on community feedback. So it
Means it's
is
not going to be the same game for the 8th time.
correct. So it has had a lot of work done to it. So if you're into soccer or football,
Football.
then that's one to check out. The next one is Pac-Man World 2 Repack, Nintendo Switch 2, September 26th. Pre-orders available now as well. Have you guys have any of you played the original Pac-Man World 2?
I have not.
Where did it launch first?
That was a Nintendo 64 game, wasn't it? Or was it a PlayStation game?
I think
Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2. I want to say that I played the original Pac-Man World.
Yeah.
That came out on GameCube. I think that it came out on GameCube.
Apparently
I
there's
know that I
also a Game
played
Boy
a
Advance port.
Pac-Man World came out for the PlayStation. So I played 2 on the GameCube back in the day because it was that came out at a time where there was a kind of a severe game drought for GameCube. And it was like,
Okay.
oh, I need something to play. Well, it was Pac-Man. And it's not bad. It's not bad.
Originally
Okay?
released February of 2002.
Yep.
So
It's
pretty
not
early
bad. Like I
GameCube
said,
game.
if you like, I mean, it is a competent 3D platformer. We'll put it that way. It has a fan following for a reason.
They said in the video that it was rebuilt from the ground up as well. So it wasn't just a port or a
AKA they lost the source code.
Probably.
Is that what that stands for?
Usually does.
They're like, here, play it over here, and I'm gonna write some code about what we need to do.
Well, no, that is if you are Square Enix. That's what it means. Because they've said that on more than one game.
Yes.
It's kind of like, for a while, Takara Tomy said that they lost the original Soundwave mold for the G1 Soundwave toy.
Okay.
And that they couldn't produce it. And those molds go through degradation over a while. Like when they produce a toy, it gets the rough, like it does something to the edges, it makes them smoother. And so you have some toys that they reproduce and they're like loose and they don't really fit together as well as they used to, which is important if you have a transforming toy, that all the pieces need to kind of fit together soundly.
Right. Yeah, they need to be in spec. Yes.
Yeah, and so there were several like that. They lost the original Shockwave mold. They lost the original Grimlock mold, and that's why you don't see reissues of those a lot.
Interesting.
I think like some of them were like they broke them, like they threw them away.
It's like, oh, we'll never use these again. We'll never
make this iconic dinosaur robot again.
Grimlock upset smash.
Oh, you need that with the Jesse, Robo Jesse.
Be Grimlock. Probably doesn't sound very good. That's more of a Soundwave effect.
That's more Soundwave.
That is. It's Soundwave. Robo Jesse is Soundwave.
Yes. All right. Next game up on the list: Final Fantasy Tactics The
Evilise.
Evalis Chronicles. Evilise. There's an A in there. Evalis. No.
Evilise.
Evilise Chronicles. All right. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, September 30th. Pre-orders available now. Jesse, you excited for this one? You play tactics games?
No. I tried the original on the PlayStation 1 and it made me nauseous when the screen would rotate. And
maybe with better graphics, maybe it won't do that anymore.
Maybe it's probably the lower frame rate probably didn't help. But again, I'm not a Fire Emblem guy. I don't like the tactics game in general. So yeah, I'm passing on this.
Got it. Ninfrendo said, "Is Jesse having a stroke?"
Maybe. I'm getting to that age that it's a viable possibility.
Yeah, we don't want that happening. All right, I'm excited to maybe give this a try. It depends on what else is coming out around that time and what I'm playing. So, but I am interested in playing this tactics game. So, all right, next up, for sure, Jesse game, Persona 3 Reload, Nintendo Switch 2, October 23rd. Pre-orders available now.
Yes, it's good.
Yes, it is a me game, but I'm not playing this again. You know, I played it on the PlayStation last year. It's a 100-hour game. I'm not ready to play it through for a third time.
Jesse, I did have a question.
I am looking forward to the Persona 4 remake. Hopefully that comes to Switch too.
I thought that was going to be announced with the 3, but
that would have been nice. Yeah, you had a question.
When this one popped up, you were the first person I thought of, and I was wondering, is this the one that's controversial because they go into their persona forms by shooting themselves in the head?
Yeah, that was 3. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, that even in 2003, that was a very sensitive issue. Probably more so now. But yeah, that's 3. Starting with 4, they went with just crushing tarot cards.
And it's the same in 5, correct? I've played about 10 to 15 hours of 5, so
yeah, it's like the tarot card crush, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where 5 you do use a gun as a weapon, but you don't use it
on yourself
like you do in 3.
Gotcha. It'll be interesting. Did they show that in the trailer? I wonder, did it get reworked for Reload, or is it the same?
It's the same.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty significant plot point in the opening cutscene about why the main character comes to his persona because the person that he's with on the roof is also relatively new to the team and has never summoned her persona because she is scared about the implications of the act that's required of her.
Gotcha.
She gets over it and becomes a member of the team.
She gets over it.
Yeah. she gets better.
All right. Next up, we got shown some more screens of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Of course, a Nintendo Switch 2 game, and it now says Winter 2026, where it just said Winter before.
Well, basically it didn't change. You know, because I'm still considering winter late December through late March.
Okay. I thought it said Winter 2025.
It just said winter.
They just said winter, but I put 2026 because that's
Nintendo winter is usually January through March.
They're not going to release anything the week of Christmas. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
December, January, February, right? Why do I feel like this is the Nintendo's January game?
I think that's reasonable.
Is this not being published by Nintendo though?
I think it is.
So why was it in a third-party direct? Before you say, well, it's developed by Koei Tecmo, I get it, but it's published by Nintendo. It's technically a first-party game.
Fine line there.
Yeah,
it is.
People were not expecting to see this because they said publishing partners.
Yeah. They had to sneak something in there, but it was just get more information about it.
It is Nintendo published, or it will be.
Okay. Got it. Did you guys get anything out of them showing the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment?
Yeah. So at the very end, that was Fee's theme. And there's a construct that looks surprisingly like Link being put together. And is that how they're going to shoehorn Link into this game?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
Because I
remember
can't
much.
imagine they're not going to have Link.
Yeah, I didn't catch the audio tones just because that has been a long time since I played that game.
Interesting.
But yeah, I remember I played the demo of the last Hyrule Warriors, and it just felt like boss rushed the game, and that's the least part of the game I liked is fighting the bosses. So it was a pass, and this one will likely be a pass as well for me. You know, I might change my mind.
Nefrendo says, will Linka be there or Tingle?
I think he meant Link. I think he meant Linkle.
Okay. Linkle.
Because that was the add-on in the Wii U version of the first one.
I mean, I don't think that Linkle is in at all. I think that was like a hey, look at us thing for a while to get people to buy stuff on the Wii U, and then they're like, Linkle, who's that? Like, what are you talking about? We never had a female Link that fought with chickens.
We should,
You know,
though, more often.
I agree. I'm all for a Zelda fighting game with Linkle as a character.
That would be interesting.
There's probably enough characters that they would be viable. You know, we had
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 2, which had Link in it for the GameCube version.
Sure.
That would be interesting for sure. It's called Smash Brothers. So nope. Darth Platypus also says clearly we need Tingle.
Clearly.
So
Tingle in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Tingle.
Tears of the Tingle.
Tingle of the Wild. Oh, there's
so many different ways you can go with it, right? All right, next up on the list was more information on esports Madden NFL 26, which is again Nintendo Switch 2, August 14th. Pre-orders available now. It's also just a note, August 7th, if you get the deluxe version of the game. You get it 7 days early. Are you doing it? I am, and I will, of course, be doing a first look and or stream of it as well.
They've already said to hell with 3 days in early. You now get it a week early.
Get a week early.
Yeah. Can I? Wow. I saw this, and the question that came out of that footage for me was, how does this look to you? Like, you've played a lot of EA Sports like Madden games, right?
Yes.
And I mean, I know that's just footage on a direct, but does it look good? Like, does it look like it's running well to you?
It looked fine from the videos. I'm used to the videos, you know, maybe not showing everything as great no matter what the game is. So I wasn't really paying too close attention to it. But what I did see looked like a Madden game that I'd be playing. And if it's playable on the Switch, that's all I care about. If it's fun and playable and doesn't look like mush, then yes, it's going to be.
Well, I was going to say just that I've been spending a lot of time with 2K25, WWE 2K25, and I know those are two different companies, but just like I've been impressed with what they've been able to do. Now I have some qualms with 2K25 that they're not entirely Nintendo's fault, but one of them is Nintendo's fault. And I'll talk about that when we get to what we've been playing. But it's like, considering the footage that I saw, because I did not buy 2K18 because somebody warned me way ahead of time back in the days of the Switch about how awful it was. And so seeing that compared to what I'm playing now handheld on a regular basis it's pretty awesome. And so I thought Madden looked good, but I wanted to check with somebody who is a regular player.
Yeah, right now, from what it looks like, it's not PlayStation 5 level of crispiness, if you will, of crispness.
Sure.
But it's a again, I wasn't really looking for that. I know what I'm going to lose having it portable. So I was looking for, I just want to get my hands on it, essentially. They can, I was already sold on it. It's coming to the Switch. I'm sold. I'm going to play it. But I'm going to play it also with keeping in mind that other people are interested in wanting to know, is it going to run well? Is it going to look well? And all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm all in on getting it early. I'm going to stream it probably as my first look, just jump in and start playing it for probably a few hours and see how it plays, how it runs. And that will be, of course, docked while I'm streaming it. And then I'll probably do some more playing on it handheld to see how it goes there. I just want to get my hands on it and see how does it actually run while I got my hands on it. So from the video, yeah, it does look like it's probably not going to be on par with PS5 level graphics. But again, I already knew that going into it. And I hope other people are expecting that as well. But I do expect it to be a great game on the Switch. Nothing, hopefully EA has learned their lessons and they won't dumb it down for, the Nintendo console like they did with the football, the FC games in the past. Before they were FCs.
I just looked at what the cost of your deluxe edition was.
Yeah, it's $100.
Yeah, $70 for normal, $100 for the deluxe.
The Bloodline edition of WWE 2K25 was $140.
That was $140? I thought it was $120. Okay. Well, I didn't push that button.
$39.99.
It's on my wish list, so I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe I'll get that for Christmas or something. Somebody asked in the chat about Madden if it was cross-platform or cross-play, and it is not for the Switch, unfortunately. For the Switch 2. From what I was able to pull real quick. It's only cross-play between PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC. So I don't know if that'll change later or what, or if it's just, again, a thing where they assume, Nintendo players aren't going to want to play against other people on the other things. But we'll see. That might change this year, or maybe it'll come next year in the next version if it does well. All right. Next game I know we all have been waiting for, potential game of the year here. Chillin' by the Fire, Nintendo Switch 2, available today. I did not have time to go download it and rush to my Switch to download and try it out. But let's talk about this game. Do we want to talk about this now, or do we want to save it towards the end?
No, we can go ahead and talk about it.
All right. So as I was watching it, I was waiting for the ball to drop about something else to do besides sitting around the campfire. Like, do you go around the outskirts looking for the wood? Do you go plant trees? Or
are there scary monsters?
Are there? Yeah, there are things that come out. Yeah. Do you create fire monsters? I don't know. And different kinds of wood creates different kinds of fire.
Creating a fire ribbon will probably be more entertaining than this.
I was so caught off guard that this was just such. I like cozy games, but this is just a.
Well, Tim,
what do you call this? It's a social.
Well, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what I called it. There's cozy games, and then there's boring games.
Yeah, I have a fire pit. I have a fire pit outside. If I wanted to start a fire, I could start a real fire. Why do I want the simulation of this?
This is exactly what I said.
I'd toast a simulated marshmallow pit that I cannot
eat. On top of that, it looks easier, or it looks harder to start a fire in that game than it does to start a fire out in reality in my fire pit.
Yes.
Why would I buy it? It's $15.
There's got to be more to it.
Nope.
No. I mean, we got the camera element. You get to see everybody's faces sitting around the fire.
Yeah, you can talk and people can move around and blow on the fire in very awkward, like floating head. Your floating head's moving around the fire.
Yes.
And it's like, sit back and relax and take in the view of what? The 4-polygon mountain in the background?
I didn't even see a mountain. It was always dark. What the heck are you
Well,
talking
there's
about?
mountains.
I think
Except, I guess
Mikey's
there was
question is a good
elements.
one in the chat.
What is it?
Okay, what did it see?
If this game had been shown in an indie showcase, would you have been more receptive to it?
100% yes.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm fickle like that. I'll just go on and say it. This was not the middle of the direct game. This was not it, Chief.
How long was that too? That was a minute. That could have been something else.
Oh, they spent
that people could get excited
they
about.
spent more time on it than the Square Enix games at the end. Right. At least one of them. I mean,
I'm gonna play this game. I want to know what is going on.
Go for it.
I'm gonna get this game and play.
Tim's hoping for that meta action and going to be disappointed when it doesn't happen.
Tim is thinking that he's gonna turn the marshmallow the right way, and all of a sudden it's gonna be Inscription 2.
He's looking for Inscription.
I'm looking for the
and I'm telling you, what you're gonna find is you're gonna play it for 5 minutes and go, well, there's a fire.
You're gonna find a
and you know what? That's what they should have named the game. Instead of chilling by the fire, they should have called it, well, there's a fire.
Yeah, there's a fire. Oh my gosh. I really was just like perplexed and just like flabbergasted, or whatever word you want to use. I was just like, I'm not, and I hate this because it's like, I don't want to diss this company or whoever developed it.
I agree with that.
But it's like,
yeah, I agree with Mikey. This isn't the place for it.
Yeah, this could have been dropped somewhere else.
Follow my logic here. This is the Grandpa Dragon Island of this direct. Right? Because it's like, we have all these other games, but we're going to let this dragon talk for 7 minutes. Life on my back is wonderful. Shut up. Nobody cares. Like, roast a virtual marshmallow. No, go touch grass and eat a real one.
Go do a real one.
Yes. Go throw your Nintendo Switch 2 in a fire pit and burn it.
There's your sequel, Touching Grass.
Disclaimer, don't do that. Don't do what Marty just said.
There should be, I want Nintendo to develop a vitality sensor that literally senses if you're standing barefoot in grass, and they need to make a game called Go Touch Grass. Starring Kirby. The more grass you touch, the happier he gets.
And Pikmin.
I want to know if anybody who
touching grass with Pikmin.
I want to know if anybody who's listening to us,
don't step on them,
is interested in this game. I
want to know if anybody listened to us bought it. Tim, you should ask for a code. Yeah, you should ask Justin, see if he can get your code.
Let us know if you bought this thing, because I'm
willing to support the developer if I have to.
Tim says, I want to know who bought it so we can make a virtual fire together. Game chat and all.
Yep. I'm gonna see if we can get
Tim. Hold up. Here it is. This is the next dinner table.
But there's only
dinner table around the fire,
or 3 other people that can be on there.
Well, they have to compete to see who can be at the fire with you.
Yeah,
it's like a prize. It's like a tribal thing.
Okay, everybody.
I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. You cannot make fire.
Play a Discord game.
Then Friendo says, Discord game. Make sure you ask for consent before touching grass.
That's a missed opportunity here now that we're sitting, and now we are doing our own chilling by the fire by talking about this way too much. But they really missed an opportunity here. This could have been a Survivor branded fire making challenge game.
That probably would have been more exciting.
Yes. Who can make fire first?
Have a competitive aspect to it.
I think the next Mario Party needs to be like Survivor, and you need to vote people off the island mid party.
That'd be interesting.
And it comes down
Mario
to
Party Survivor Edition.
at the very end, it comes down to can Shy Guy and Boo make fire? Which one will win? Well, one of them, I mean, Goomba, one of them doesn't have arms, so he loses automatically.
One of them just disappears
Goomba
when you
versus
look
Chain
at them,
Chomp.
or they cover their eyes. All right,
Chain Chomp
All
can,
right,
can at least generate sparks.
true.
I'm sorry,
All right.
we went
Moved
way
on
off
from
rails.
chilling
Yeah,
by
please.
the fire, going to Apex Legends, a Switch 2 version of this game is coming out August 5th. And if you get this version, or you open up the regular Apex version on the Switch, there's a skin you can get up until September 16th, I believe. If you are, playing the Apex game now, that you can use in Apex Legends for the Switch 2 coming out August 5th. Marty, are you into playing Apex Legends? Did you try it out on the Switch at
I
all?
tried it on Switch, and it was not my favorite. All right,
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
It's a different way of playing about it, especially if you play Fortnite all the time. So
Yeah, I usually died about as soon as I saw any enemies, like any other players. They just
yeah.
So I just decided it was not for me and moved
Okay.
on.
All right.
What about you guys? Anybody played this?
I tried it out too, and I couldn't hang, so I stopped playing it after a week.
I stopped playing
Yeah.
after 0 days.
0 days.
I mean, I spent money on this. In the very beginning, like I joined up for that season, and
I think I did too. Yeah, I think I got a founders pack or something like that too.
Yeah, that was it. It's the founders pack. And
yeah.
So
I can count the number of games I've played with 0 hands.
I tried to play it. I wasn't playing it enough to keep up with that crowd. It's like, COD. So, if you don't play that game enough, you probably will die as soon as you set foot in there. So, all right. Next game, Hella, right? The Hella?
Yes.
Nintendo Switch 2 2026. I don't remember what this game was about.
You were the mouse? Was that?
Oh, okay. That's right. Yes. Okay.
You were a witch's familiar doing something, and I forgot what you were doing.
That's the 2026.
This looks interesting.
It does look interesting, yes. And Nintendo wants to know, was it hella good?
Unknown.
Yes. It looks interesting for sure. I definitely want to learn more. Hopefully there'll be a demo for this one too. It'd be nice. Next up, Star Wars.
Nintendo says Stuart Little goes exploring.
Exactly. Star Wars Outlaws, Nintendo Switch 2, September 4th. Pre-orders available now. We knew about this one already. This was another one of those ones we knew about.
We knew it was coming, but we didn't have a date. Now we do.
We did have a date.
Did we?
Unless I was looking at this and you updated the date. Because when I was looking at our list in Out Later, we had September listed already. September 4th already listed.
Because I don't think I had a date in my spreadsheet.
In your spreadsheet? Okay.
But you pull that data from some other website, so it might have been known that I didn't know.
Game Informer. We use Game Informer to help us out. So yeah, they had it. So yeah, it was another game essentially we already knew about that was coming, that was already announced before, that was announced here again for the third party stuff. So while we're on that subject, what do you guys think about that?
Maybe I did add it. I don't remember. I think I added something. I don't remember what I added. I don't remember.
What do you guys think of that, about some of the stuff that's already been announced that took up some of the time in this direct?
I think that if they announce it, like if they show it and it's like, hey, today we're revealing the release date, or we're revealing a brand new mode or something like that, that's fine. But if it's just, hey, this is coming out again, We want you to know. And I think they did a good job of that, right? I mean, they didn't really, I would say outside of the Hyrule Warriors, with them still being ambiguous about the release dates, they did a pretty good job of this.
Yeah.
Almost too good a job in not mentioning any of the other third party games that they've already mentioned that were clearly like ready to go and coming supposedly coming this year. So
Yeah.
I don't
So,
get that.
so jumping the gun a little bit, the Shinobi Art of Vengeance, we already
Yes.
knew that release date. So why include it here?
Because of the demo? Do you think it was because of the demo available on it now?
That's Nintendo Today's app for that.
Yeah. Just like Campfire. All right. Anyways, next game, Chronos, the New Dawn, looks that game looks crazy. On the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out September 5th. It is a third-person shooter because you were over the shoulder.
Horror,
Horror
scary
game.
game, spoopy game.
Yes. What I found intriguing about it was that you kill a monster, and if another monster comes along, it will absorb the one you killed and mutate, making it worse.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
So
I'm not
what?
playing this game.
Clean up your messes?
I'm
Is
just
that
gonna go. This is not on my list.
Yes.
Yeah, nor mine. There's no shock there.
I
I
might
don't do
have to play
spoopy
this.
games.
I don't
But
usually,
this is
but I
this
might try this.
was this the unnamed Bloober Boy game that was rumored for Nintendo Switch?
Is,
As you know, there
or
was
was
this.
it a
Oh, they're
blooper?
working on a game. Bloober's working on a game. It is Bloober Boy or
Okay.
Bloober Team, whatever it's called.
Bloober Team?
Yeah, and it's coming out on other platforms. But the interesting thing is this is day and date with other platforms as well. So, which is I like that. It's good.
Yes. Yes, that is good. And hopefully we'll continue to see that. There was a short period where we saw that on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Just a short period, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, we got to work harder on this in order to make it work.
We need more time.
Yes.
Is code for we can't make this work on this old and busted hardware.
Right. All right. Next up, we got the Yakuza games. Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yes. For the Nintendo Switch 2, both coming out November 13th. Yes, we had the first Yakuza Kiwami game come out for the Switch, but this is a Switch 2 version with better graphics, better everything for the 1, and then 2 is just Switch 2. November 13th. You guys into these games? I got to play the one that came out on the Switch, and I had fun playing it, but it is a long game.
It looks good, but where is this in the timeline? Because we just had Yakuza 0,
I think,
and now there's
I think
Yakuza
this is
Kiwami.
I think this
I
is
can't
like
keep track.
similar to 0. I think it's a smaller game where 0 is a larger one, but I think they tell the same story.
Mm.
I think. Yeah,
I just want to know the order. Like, if I wanted to play these games,
How do you play them? What
how
order?
do I play them in order? Is there a
Yep.
story that goes through them? And can I get them all on Switch 2?
Well, my understanding about the story between games is I think it's no, but if they share maps, they share themes. So like if you've been to one part of the city from one game and go to the same part of the same city in a different game, it'll be the same map.
Gotcha.
They reuse
Okay.
assets all the time. Until they changed engines. Like there's like 5 or 6 games running on the same
That's why
engine.
they can make a Yakuza game every year.
Yeah. James Jones on RFN talks about, or used to talk about Yakuza games all the time. So that's pretty much all I know about him is what he said on his show.
All right. All right. Next up on the list of games shown, Jump Rope 2. No, I'm kidding. I did that for Nintendo. He asked if it was announced.
I saw that.
It was not. Next up actually was Goodnight Universe. It's both the Switch and Switch 2, November 11th.
We didn't get a lot
Uh,
of. This is like during the montage.
Yeah,
We didn't get a lot of.
this is the
Okay.
start of the montage now.
so that was Goodnight
Like
Universe.
they didn't even
NB
say what that Goodnight Universe was. It's just the floating baby
Yeah, like
and your
psychic baby
hands
stuff.
manipulating stuff in a VR looking game. I don't know.
all right. That's better than I could remember was there. I was probably still trying to think of the campfire game. Why it was there. Anyways, NBA Bounce, Nintendo Switch, September 26th. That one actually looked kind of fun. Just from the quick glance. I want to learn more about that one. Looked like a fun, NBA type.
Here's the deal. It does, but that's an outright game, and they are usually just okay.
Okay.
I just a
They should-
caveat there. I have reviewed some outright
Fair.
games.
So they should rename
the
themselves
channel.
to OK Games.
Okay, right games.
Outright okay games.
Out okay.
All right. Not okay. Next one is Hello Kitty Island Adventure Wheat Flower Wonderland.
That's a
Nintendo
mouthful.
This is
Switch.
just DLC for the original game.
Fall 2025.
It's not a whole. It's not a whole new game, but it is. I did read about it that it's the largest new area that has been added to the game since launch.
Okay. That makes sense.
That makes more
And
sense.
if you're,
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
I
now,
want to
yeah.
know, what are they doing for all of the Hello Kitty animals that are gluten free?
I don't know. Well, that'll be another DLC.
This would be a nightmare for them. Wheat flour.
Is a Gretzel part of this DLC? Because that's what I want to see.
Ooh.
Nice. All right, next up, and I want to know why it's highlighted, is Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the
It's highlighted because it's a shadow drop.
Oh, okay. Nintendo Switch 2 available today. That would be the shadow drop. I did not correlate the two.
How many years have we been doing this?
I don't know. Should have known. All right, next. Anybody picking this one up? Romancing Saga games?
No.
Saga 2?
I haven't played a Saga game since like the Game Boy game that was not called Saga, but it was called Final Fantasy.
Okay. All right. Next up is Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Nintendo Switch, August 29th, with a demo available now.
Yes, please.
I want to definitely try out that demo.
I haven't tried the demo, but I'm a fan of Shinobi games.
There's this one and the other one that has a demo that I want to try, which is The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, which is coming out in 2026 on the Switch 2, but it has a demo available now. So
with a survey later if you play the demo.
Nice.
Yeah. This is a very Zelda-y looking. Can I just say that when this came on and it started talking about time, I was like, those crazy mother fathers. They finally made a Chrono Trigger sequel and it's coming to Switch 2. Nope.
Yeah. Maybe it is.
Nope.
That's a hidden thing you'll find out.
But yeah, that's it. Tim, the theme of this show is hidden things.
Everything's hidden. There's something hiding in there.
Hidden things.
All right. In between that, it was mentioned Borderlands 4 again was brought up. Nintendo Switch 2, October 3rd. Pre-orders available now.
Very briefly.
Yes. Because we already knew about that one. Octopath Traveler 0 was announced. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 coming out December 4th. Octopath Traveler 0. Prequel, sounds like, right?
It is. It is set before the other two Octopath games. It has branching path, or it has path actions like Octopath 2, and it also has 30 recruitable characters.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm really surprised this is that close, December 4th.
Yep.
So that means it's been in development for a while, which is fine. If you like
That's
Octopath.
Cool. Oh, we got a ton of people in our community who are
I know we do, but
yes.
Yeah.
So apparently the Japanese version of the Direct also had a Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D mention where we did not, but a trailer did land on the Square Enix's YouTube channel after the direct, so it's probably the English equivalent to what was in the direct.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
As
cannot
well as
verify that,
news,
but that's what I've been told.
there was news as well of a free update to Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake for Switch 2 that is now available.
Okay, not that I'm going to go back and play it again, but that's good to know it's there.
I haven't finished my playthrough, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of the changes.
Nice.
Maybe it'll increase the frame rate because I think that the Switch was on a 30 frame.
It was chugging some.
Yeah.
I will admit that. There were some times where it was pretty poor performance.
All right, guys. Think about what grade you're going to give this while I read the community's grades, because this was the question of the week. And we asked the community what that was. And for those in the chat, give us your grade and I'll read those off too. Hopefully I can keep up with you guys. But in the community, Darth Platypus said, I would think a C or C plus. There were a couple of games I was interested in, but nothing that really stood out as an amazing reveal. C Dub said, today's partner.
Before you go on, I read that, and being the computer programmer, I'm thinking there should be C or C plus plus, right? Because C plus just looked weird to me.
Yes. Needs an extra plus. C Dub said, today's partner direct, I would give a B plus. There was no big, oh my gosh moments that would make me give this an A, but there are definitely some games shown here that got me excited to spend my money. Star Wars Outlaws, Octopath Traveler 0, A New Katamari, just to name a few. David B says, I would give the direct today an R grade for all the RPG goodness coming our way. Square Enix in the house. Woo! The Jiggy Collector says, I'd give this direct a C plus. Also, I'm excited to play Chronos, the New Dawn. Might be a day one buy. So, guys, what grades did you give? Jesse?
Like, I'm thinking a D. Again, the only game I'm interested in is an HD remake of a mobile game. So, kind of rough.
All right. Marty?
Ugh. It's definitely a D minus, maybe an F.
Oof.
I'm like Jesse. The only games that I'm super excited about here are a remake of an iOS app, a Musu game that has no release date, and a game that has demo. Two games that have a demo.
2 demos.
My grade comes from the fact that this is the first presentation that Nintendo has after the release of the Switch 2. And they really needed to step up to the plate and blow it out of the water. I mean, I'm talking like
Yeah.
Mark McGuire breaking the home run record.
Yeah. My grade was
moment.
not comparing it to what imaginary direct I had in my head. I was just going based on what we got in,
Yeah.
we didn't
So
get
I'm just saying, like,
that I care about.
they needed to come out double barrel blasting. And maybe it's my fault for expecting too much, but I don't think it's too much to expect when the initial reveal, like launch event for Switch 2, showed off Elden Ring and Final Fantasy Remake and several other high profile third party games that should have been an appearance here.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
And so for that,
Presumably we get a September direct before Tokyo Game Show. That direct might be the direct that you want.
it is. And I also, I selfishly wanted there to be like a full on Nintendo Direct, like where we got some more clarity of first party games. Okay, like I'm okay with the drip feed every month, whatever. But like The big three are out. That like kind of Switch 2 launched with Mario Kart World, Mario Party Jamboree TV, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Those are past. All right. So what am I playing next? And before anybody says it, Pokemon Legends is not it for me. Okay. I need Metroid Prime 4 details. I need like it's just and two, I guess part of my anxiety with that, and I guess it's anxiety, or part of my worry with it is that Jamboree TV kind of was it wasn't really a splash, it was more like a wet fart coming out. And
Yes.
I'm worried that Kirby's upgrade is going to be the exact same because it's like what's going to justify the $20, right? Because okay, let's play real ball here. We got a code for Jamboree TV, and I'm glad we did because I would have been upset with spending $20 on that. So I need to justify the Kirby thing now, if I even pick it up at all. And then after that, like I'm looking out at the landscape of what's coming. It's like we need that September Direct, right? That Nintendo typical, and maybe that's what it is. But even here, like I said this in our Discord, and this is my conspiracy theory for today, that I think that this Direct proved that the rumor that a lot of devs didn't get dev kits, and still don't have dev kits. I think this proves that.
Well, they probably have them. It just needed time, and we're
Yeah.
still waiting for that
Well,
stuff.
yeah, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and what about Xbox? Why
Yeah, where
have we
was all the
not seen
rumored
anything with
Xbox? Like,
Xbox stuff?
hey, Xbox is,
Yeah, all the shouldn't say Xbox, but all of the developers that develop for Xbox that were bringing games over, where are all those things? Where's the promised Call of Duty? Where's
where's the
the
Master Chief Collection?
Yeah, it's always been
you know,
mentioned that, yes, we're going to bring stuff over to the Switch, but we haven't seen it yet. There's nothing. So
I looked when Tokyo Game Show is landing. It is the last weekend of September, so Thursday to Sunday, 25th to 28th. So if we do get a direct before that, I would probably expect it on Tuesday the 23rd.
okay, mark it down, folks. 23rd. But that's very interesting as well, considering that Justin keeps talking about Metroid Prime 4 coming out in September.
Again, Nintendo,
Jestradamus predicts.
that'll be a Nintendo Today drop, and then it'll be a
Yeah.
direct. There'll be a direct, maybe just shy, focusing on that game, 15-minute thing a week before the launch or something like that.
Maybe we'll get an August Metroid Prime 4 direct specifically on that game or something.
Right.
That makes sense.
But we're not going to see a big direct in August. The best chance for the next big direct with multiple announcements will be the September one.
September 1, yeah. No, that makes sense. But it makes sense they could possibly do a individual game direct as well earlier than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Okay. So my grade for this is an F because there was no Metroid in it. No, I'm kidding.
I'm on board with that. Like, yeah.
F for no F in Metroid. No. I'm
wow.
No, it's a C. I'm giving this a C.
Because I had Madden in it.
Because it had Madden in it. Yes. No.
Yeah, I mean, you had Madden, which was I was happy for you when that popped up. I was like, all right.
It was again.
I mean,
it was something I already
coming.
knew about that. Yeah, I already knew about that stuff, and I gave it to C because I was impressed by what I saw about Monster Hunter Stories 3. Looks interesting. Wanna check it out. Got a little bit of Hyrule Warriors, but I was hoping for a date. But for me, it was like I was disappointed And I'm probably being more harsh because of we know more stuff than the average person who watches these. So this was a new stuff for a lot of people. They were like, "Oh, hey, this is all stuff, that I didn't get to see before, maybe didn't even know about the dates, for some of these that we may have learned about sooner." So I am trying to keep that in mind as well, but for me personally, this was a C because there's not a lot that I'm like, "Oh, yes, I gotta have that game when it comes out." There's ones that are interesting. If I have time and it lands right, I might get the game, but, there's a lot it's just gonna basically go on my wish list, and if I have the time, I might pull the trigger on it, or if I don't, I don't.
Yeah, I think that the difference that I'm seeing is in the two Switches launches is that Nintendo came out in the early days of the Switch with a very Nintendo fan heavy lineup. It was games that were intended to please fans and help them create new ones, right? Mario
Well,
Kart,
also, as we
Split,
said before, an uncomfortable Nintendo as well.
yeah, yeah, Mario Kart, Splatoon, Odyssey. You get what I'm saying? Like Breath of
Yeah,
the Wild is very Nintendo heavy. What we're seeing this time is a Nintendo that is
a very comfortable Nintendo.
very comfortable Nintendo, and they have reverted back to this. Let's showcase a bunch of games to bring in a bunch of new people. And what I mean by that is not that these were for casual gamers, but more so of proving that the Switch 2 is needed for a new audience by a new audience. Like we've already got the Nintendo folks, right? We know they're going to buy in. But if you're on the fence or you've been previously with Xbox or PS5 and you're buying a new console, why do you need Switch 2? Oh, look, we've got Madden. Oh, look, we've got this Bloober Team horror game. Oh, look, we've got this. But again, if they're doing that and they're doing it well, then the one more thing here would have been Elden Ring.
Yeah.
But I just like there's a definite difference in tone with this Nintendo versus 2017 Nintendo.
Right.
I prefer Nintendo when they're punching up.
We also have to remember though too that this is a wholly new leadership team
Sure,
leading the Switch 2, right? Where
I get that.
Switch was launching based on what Iwata wanted and had started.
And I hear what you're saying, but I also want them to not stray too far from what they know brought them
Right.
so much success.
Well,
Right?
it seems like there was a plan there that they're almost like gotten away from.
What worries me more than anything is this is now two presentations for this console that have been very third party heavy with very little what seems to be, and again, I don't know what they're doing. September may be coming, very little what seems to be a long time first party plan. So, and that's just my view of it.
This could also be part of their plan where they make this underwhelming. And so the next one looks
Maybe so.
spectacular.
Maybe so. And it is apparently the 40th anniversary of Mario this year. And
Okay.
there will be more than likely be something done to celebrate that, which means there has to be some kind of direct before the end of the year if they're going to celebrate it at all. I mean, we know that Kirby's 30th anniversary was like, who's Kirby? Zelda's anniversary was like, what's a Zelda? They celebrated it for like a month and we're done. Mario got at least a whole direct and a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm not like, there was this video that came out today of Nintendo's forgotten about Mario. It was Arlo, and he got roasted over it because it was like, dude, a little histrionic or whatever. But I mean, I'm not saying that they forgot Mario, but it's like, man, that first year of Switch was like banger after banger after banger after banger,
It
and
was, yeah. We're
that's
spoiled.
just Yeah, it is. I guess we are. Like we think back and we're like, it should be exactly like that, but it's not. You're right. New team, new year, new console. Um, I don't know. It's not firing. Like all the cylinders are there, but they're not firing all together like they should be.
Yeah.
I love my Switch 2. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Right. Yep. I got
But
plenty of
they
games to play too. So
sure,
it's not,
sure.
it's like,
That's a whole other issue.
yeah,
There's tons of games to play, but they're at a point right now where the momentum is critical. I think
you
like
get those sales
they got
up.
to come
Yeah.
out of this.
Yeah. And maybe we'll get that in September. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got a couple more questions from the community as well that are kind of around or related to the direct in some way. First one is from JD Phoenix. He said 2 a.m. thought. Do we really need a main Nintendo Direct with first party games? We already know what's coming for the rest of the year. Dragon Drive, Kirby Forgotten Land, S2 Edition, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Pokemon Legends ZA, Kirby Air Riders, and I don't know if you mentioned this, but Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, maybe. I added the maybe. To me, the ones with no dates will all
Well,
receive
we know it's
overview
coming. We
trailers.
just don't know if it's coming 2025 or early next year.
Right. To me, the ones with no dates will receive overview trailers along with their release dates. There is no need for a first party Nintendo Direct right now, but a third party Nintendo Direct shores up the lineup for the rest of the year along with their first party titles. Do you think, this is not his question, I'm just adding on to it. Do you think this shores up the lineup for Nintendo Switch 2?
I like
We're
the no
saying the
dates.
September one. Yeah.
I mean, like I just said, I need to see some more. I absolutely believe we need to have a main Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I don't want to
So are we
see any
good?
more game content in Legend ZA, but I still want to, but Kirby Air Riders release date would be nice. Metroid Prime 4 release date would be nice.
So are we good with between now and September with games and what we have?
There's only 1 month
Or
between
is
them.
it, or Marty, because if you're done with Donkey Kong or going to be soon done with it, do you have nothing to play Nintendo wise now?
If I like Nintendo, you talking first party wise?
First party
I
wise.
mean, I'll just go back to um
Go back
I'll
to
go
Welcome
back
Tour.
to welcome to. I do need to finish that. I'll go back to Mario Kart World until Kirby comes out and hope that there's significant content there to
Okay.
draw me back in. They did say a new story, so
Yes.
or a new part of the story, so we'll see. That,
Okay.
but if there was no Kirby coming, I would say no. I don't have enough first party stuff.
Okay.
I hunger for Metroid Prime 4. Like I know
Yes.
you do too, but
Of course.
I look at the games he listed.
Yes.
Dragon Drive, not getting it. Metroid Prime 4, getting it. Pokemon Legends, not getting it. Kirby Air Riders, not getting it. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, might as well say that's 2026. So I've got two first party games before the end of the year, which is good, I guess. I save a little money.
Okay. All right. Jesse?
Um, yeah, yeah, well, again, not even sure what I want to say now, but yeah, I, 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 yeah, we want release dates for what we don't know. So, yeah, but again, as I said multiple times already, a lot of that will just likely be a Nintendo Today drop. So,
Okay.
as long as they give us adequate warning, don't say, "Oh, Metroid Prime 4 comes out next week." Don't do that.
Right.
Give us some warning.
Very cool. All right. Next question also came from Koopa Kid 80. Did any of the dads pick up the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound game, which came out today? He wants to know our thoughts. I don't think I saw anybody listed on there what they've been playing. So maybe we'll have to check in that next week. And then he also said, also fireside chat game. Why? JK.
I did not buy Ninja Gaiden and don't plan on it.
I'm waiting
Okay.
until I finish Donkey Kong. I'm very close to the end. I think I'm on like the next to last layer of
Okay.
before the core. And
Nice.
so I'm waiting until I finish it to see if and really I'll be honest with the Ninja Gaiden game that needed a demo, just like Shinobi. I need to see if it's too hard. And if it's too hard, then I'm probably not going to get it
Okay.
because the other Ninja Gaiden games are too hard for me. So
Okay. That's fair. That's a good question. Yeah, it would be. I always prefer a demo. So, all right. Great questions from the community, and thanks for the grades. I didn't see any grades in the chat, so I guess we're done with the direct. Any last thoughts?
on to the next one.
All right. We got a few other bits of news here, which is the Nintendo sold over 512,000 Switch 2 Pro controllers in June. That's
That's
with an attach
just North
rate.
America, right?
Yes, it was. It was just US.
Just US? Okay. The attach rate for the premium Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller was around 32% during launch month.
Yeah, if this is the Sarcana data, then yes, US only.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, to think about how many of these things they sold. And it's
Yeah.
a fantastic controller. I'm sitting here holding mine right now.
Did you
Yes.
hear
Love
what the
this thing.
attach rate was for the camera?
It's right here too.
It was like 5%.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yep. You're gonna
I
have to
believe
sell
that.
people on it. You're gonna have to sell people on it for sure.
Well, I mean,
Well,
with chilling by the fire, they obviously are about to.
then you can
Yes.
get a cheaper, better camera from Amazon. So
Yes. Very true. Very true. And I got mine before knowing that. Plus, I had mentioned when we were picking those things up, I said if I wasn't doing this show, I probably would not have picked up a camera.
yeah, I picked up a camera, replaced it with a different camera that I got from Amazon. I have one here and one on my big TV for that. You saw that in use the other Monday night, and
Yes.
then I think I gave the original camera to Matthew because he never bought one for himself, and he said, "Oh, I'll probably never use it, but I have one now. Thank you."
Yes. We have a lot of fun with it, though. I know, and we've used it a few times with the NSO crew and or dinner table, doing various things there. So yeah, a lot of fun.
We used it for the actual intended purpose and played Mario Kart. Not Mario Kart. We played a Mario Party Jamboree with it last weekend.
Yes.
I made the mistake of playing without a shirt on, and yeah, not doing it anymore. Was sitting on the couch, and I
Did you
just
get
looked like
did you get shadow banned?
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
online. I just looked like some sad orangutan in a zoo that had been overfed.
Yeah, yeah, that was a Mega Dad's joke. If
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't have nipple covers on, so I couldn't get shadow banned, and it wasn't Mixer. So
I forgot about that.
long live Mixer.
And then they shut down right after that, right? So they banned them and then shut down because they lost the
It's because of the
Megadad.
it's because of the Megadads. That's right.
causation
yeah.
or correlation?
Yes, exactly. All right. Next up in the news, Mario Paint is now available for NSO. The game supports Joy-Con 2 mouse controls when playing on Switch 2. The Mario Paint soundtrack is also available on the Nintendo Music app. And we got a question from the community. Darth Platypus asks, when do we get our opening song redone in Mario Paint?
When someone with talent figures it out.
Right, yeah. And that's a great opportunity right now to mention our contest that we're running for Mario Paint from now until August 12th. And what we're doing is we're doing a design contest. So if you think you have the skills, you could submit a version of our podcast logo in Mario Paint to nintendodads@gmail.com. When we've received all the entries must be in by August 12th. At that time, we will submit them back to the community in the Discord for anonymous voting, meaning we will post them and we won't tell who did them. And whichever one gets the most votes is going to become uh, our social media logo for the rest of August and all of September, as well as win a $20 eShop card. So if you think you have drawing skills, there you go. You can win a game. You could look. You too could win your very own copy of Chilling by the Fire.
Yes.
We didn't
And
start
have
the
five
fire.
your own.
five eShop dollars left over.
Yes. You can buy other things with that. All right. Next up is Mario Kart World receives a hefty update. Along with a crap ton of updates and fixes, Nintendo has increased the frequency of lap type courses appearing in online course selection.
Yeah,
So-
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes. It
Yeah,
came just in time for our tournament in the Discord. Monthly mayhem stuff.
The thing about this was a very hefty update. And I mean, like when we say hefty, I mean there was a long list of patch notes.
Yes.
We're not going to read all of those, but doing the increase in the lap type courses was one of the biggest changes. One of the other big changes that I've noticed is they increased the frequency of the coin block item in races.
Okay.
And they also nerfed the players, the computer players, in everything other than battle. So if you've already like got all your stars in on these, consider yourself a real Mario Kart World warrior. All right, because everybody else is playing on easy mode from now on.
Nice. Good stuff. A lot of good stuff there. If you want to check out what actually was added and removed and changed to the game, go check out the release notes on that. There's a lot of good stuff there to know, especially if you're heavily into Mario Kart World. You'll know what's been added and changed and all that fun stuff.
Lots of fixes.
Ton of fixes
except
there.
for the did not increase any frequency of the Kamek Orb or the ability to unlock remaining enemies that you may have unlocked or locked. Still struggling out here.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about in the news section before we get to releases and updates? All right. Quickly, I'll go over what we got out now. We got Tales of the Shire. Is it the Lord of the Rings game? Is that what it is?
Hey, Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the No, it is. Okay. July 29th.
Yeah, I fixed it from your notes last week.
Thanks. And that has to be fixed on the Game Informer side. So, but that came out. So if anybody's playing that,
yeah, Fantasy Critic also got it wrong.
Okay. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, as we mentioned, is out now. Coming out soon, within next week, I think, right? So, or soon. We got Gradius Origins and EA Sports Madden NFL 26 Deluxe Edition on August 7th. And yes, I will have it pre-ordered, so I will be doing a first look, probably streaming it, the first look. So check out the channels for that. More than likely, hopefully the 7th, I'll be able to do that. We'll see. I'll try to keep it posted, or let Justin know to post something on the socials for that. Dragon Drive is coming out on August 14th, along with the regular edition of Madden NFL 26 for the Switch 2. And we got the I think it's an indie game, Off, August 15th. Shantae Advance Risky Revolution comes out August 19th, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which has that demo now, it comes out August 29th. So that's a lot of stuff coming out within August there, and then of course a bunch of stuff coming out in the months ahead. So I won't go over all that stuff because we always do. And we'll mention it next time. Anything you guys want to particularly mention that's coming out later?
So,
All right. Don't forget to
well,
check out our YouTube.
I hinted that there was a lot of games in late October I'm interested in. The Pokemon Legends, Dragon Quest, and Mina the Hollower.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a lot of gameplay going on there. All right, don't forget to check out our YouTube channels for a lot of first looks on a lot of these games and the latest releases. And if there's a game that you'd like to see if we can do a first look on that we didn't do yet, just shoot us an email or get in touch with us on our social medias and we'll see what we can do about taking a first look at it. Anything else, gentlemen?
I don't think so.
All right, now on to an ad break from our sponsors. All right, this is quick, just a Manscaped ad real quick because we've done a lot of talking about it every show this week or this month for July. And I wanted to ask you guys about your Manscaped experience, or you, Jesse. Do you
Yeah,
what kind
Marty
of
fell off.
yeah? He's like, nope, I'm out. Did you guys or Jesse? Do you which what do you use with your Manscaped products? What are you using there?
So I use the shampoo, conditioner, and body wash with the body bupper, I think they call it.
Yes.
In the shower. I use their deodorant. Uh use I use their beard trimmer to kind of to take most of this off the sides, and then I have their little I forget what they call it, but
Electric one.
the
Yeah.
electric razor to kind of clean it up after that.
Okay.
So I think I bought lip balm, but I don't use it much outside of winter, so
Yeah.
I don't even know where they ended up.
The
But
box of them.
yeah. So I have a lot of products lying around that will have to be found in when I do my move in the next month.
How long you been using them? Quite a while
Uh,
right now, right?
yeah, I probably over. I haven't didn't start using them all at once, and in fact,
Right.
the trimmer the products didn't even exist yet when we started with them.
Yes.
But I think I started using their products probably 2 years ago, and then just probably even just a little bit before we started having them on as a sponsor, and then so I was fully in agreement with when we brought them on because I like the products that I've used, and every time they come
Yes.
out with a new product, with the exception of the you know bald hair
For the ball, the
thing.
head ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't try that one, but I've
Haven't
tried
moved to
most.
that stage yet.
No, and I hope I don't ever have to.
Right.
Yeah, but most of the time they have come up with a new product, I'll give it a go, and then I still think the because everything's named after a tool. I think the shed is the best name for an item in
Oh
their
yeah.
inventory for
For
the
that
bag you can
bag.
store everything in.
Yes. Yes, for sure. All right.
Yeah, the only thing
Um,
missing is a toothbrush.
oh, now you just gave them another idea.
Maybe.
They're gonna come out with that next. The not the trimmer, but the razor one that you're talking about is called the handyman.
Okay, that sounds right.
So I use the beard hedger. That's the trimmer I think you were talking about
Yeah.
too. That's what I use. I also have the lawnmower and I use that. And I also have the plow, which is the safety razor, the single blade razor
I I have
or
that,
double edged
but I
safety
haven't
razor.
used it since the handyman came out.
Okay. Yeah, I use that because I keep this trimmed here, and then every now and then I'll trim under here with it. But most of the time, I use the hedger to get my neck.
Yeah,
So
it
I
is
also
kind of
have the
awkward. I have to like pick up my beard in order to get
yeah,
to
get under
the
there.
underside.
I also do have the lip balm, and I use it more mainly in the winter, like you said too. And then I do have the beard conditioner that I use as well every now and then.
I have all that other beard care stuff. I just haven't. I just don't have the knowledge of how I'm supposed to use it properly, so I haven't really used them much.
Yeah, I also had the oil before and I tried that, but I mainly just stick with the conditioner because that's enough for my beard. It feels like with the oil felt like it was just too much for me. So I think it's just a matter of finding out what your thing is and your balance is
Yeah,
for your
because
beard.
sometimes it can go pretty wide. I'd like to keep it a bit more narrow. So if I
Yes.
knew what I was doing with those other products, that probably would have a better result.
True. Maybe we could get a training session on that or something.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's basically it. We just wanted to talk about it more, just conversation about it rather than reading their ad read. Plus I didn't feel like pulling it up, but I didn't
Yeah,
have it ready. But I
an
wanted
off
to,
the cuff conversation is still good.
yeah, because we've read that same one for a few weeks, so I figured let's talk about something different and talk about how we use it, how much we use it. But just remember, for those who are listening, if you want your own Manscaped products, go to manscaped.com. Use the code NINDADS, NINDADS, for 15% off your order using that code. And you can even use it for some of the deals and kits that they have. So check it out, manscaped.com. And don't forget to use the NINDADS code. It helps us out too, as well as you. All right, on to the next topic.
What is the next topic? Is that what we've been playing?
What we've been playing. So, Jesse, there is a game besides Donkey Kong that we're all playing that we can't talk about, but everybody knows about, which is the Nintendo Switch Online Playtest program.
Yes.
We got to be a part of it, but that's all we can say. So, moving on.
Not
How's
even
Donkey
sure if
Kong
we're
going?
supposed to even say that, but
Okay, it was announced. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows you got
yeah.
to sign up about it, and everybody is just saying I got to play. So that's it. That's all we can say. But Donkey Kong Bonanza, how's that going for you?
Not well. I played maybe another hour since last week, and I think I'm done with it. I get
Still not.
frustrated and lost more than anything every time I try to play it.
That's a bummer.
Like once I was trying to figure out where I was supposed to go, hitting L, watching the notes, and I literally ended up at the start of the level instead of where I was supposed to go. Like I don't know how that happened.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm done fighting with that game. So instead,
Yeah, if it's not fun, definitely not good. Yeah.
So instead, I started playing some runs of the Donkey Kong arcade from 1981, and I had a lot more enjoyment out of that than Bonanza. Yeah,
Sounds
I
like it.
uh, almost every run. I think there was only two that I failed to do it. I was able to get to level 4. So like level 1 is your barrel stage and the rivet fish stage. Then level 2 it adds in the spring stage. Level 3 adds in the cement factory stage. And then starting with level 4, it kind of does a little back and forth. It does the barrel, then the cement factory, and then it does barrel again. Then it does the springs. Then it would do barrel a third time. Then it'll do the rivet stage. And then after, if you can clear that, level 5 and beyond is just level 4 repeated. It doesn't get any more difficult than that. But the spring stage in level 4 is my bane. I just can't get the timing down right. I passed it once several years ago. I ended up getting to level 5 and had a high score of just over 100,000. That's the most I've ever gotten. So in the last week of runs, I normally get between 75 and 81,000. 81,000 is the highest I got this last week, but I cannot get past that spring stage. And in fact, I was trying to get OBS working on that computer because I'm playing it on my arcade cabinet with running a MAME emulator to run it. It's a little bit of a pain, but I got OBS running on it so I can record my gameplay. And I did record a run where I got to that level 4 stage, and I think I had the timing right to beat, but I missed the ladder grab and got smacked. And then, and earlier on in that same stage, there's this jump. If you can make it, makes a nice shortcut, but I don't know the timing of that either. I've done it before, but I just can't get it consistently. So most of the time, I don't even try it, and I have to go all the way down to the bottom and then all the way back up again, while avoiding the springs like total of 3 times instead of just once.
Nice. So is this a weekly ritual to try to get back in there and see if you can get past that level 4?
Probably. At least last week, I think I've been playing it almost pretty much one run a day. I don't know if I'll continue with one run a day, but I do want. In fact, it's still running in the background. You can't see it here, but it's still running the software. So it's like I've had the arcade on for a week straight, practically.
Nice. Cool.
So every time I look at it, it shows the attract mode sequence.
Okay. And you said you were able to get OBS working on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I should probably get a small Steam Deck and have it mounted. That way I can control it.
Oh yeah.
Without having to open up the keyboard tray and Alt Tab to stay recording, Alt Tab again. So I might invest in that and find some way to mount it outside so I don't have to get into the keyboard tray.
That's a good idea. Make it easier.
But one thing, when I do set up my new studio recording environment, whatever you want to call it, I do want to have that set up so it can be seen as a background element.
Nice.
And I can pick a game and have it run the attract mode running, and I could change that up week over week.
That'd be cool. All right. Well, like I said, all of us were playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Jesse's done now. He's not playing anymore, but I'm still playing.
I think I'm done. Marty said he thinks he's on his second to last depth.
Yeah. Yeah, he's down there to that level, and I think I made it to the 900 level. Layer 800. That's where I'm at. So, and I can't remember how many layers there are, but I'm at 800, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is probably the farthest I've gone on a Donkey Kong game. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm hopefully going to finish it, but not as quickly as everybody else, apparently, and some people, but yep, it's a lot of fun. I won't bore everybody with that talk because it's, we talk about it a lot in Discord, and we share where we're at in there. So if anybody's there, they can see it there. And if anybody who's listening wants to know more, we can certainly do some more Let's Plays on it as well. I've also been playing Mario Kart World because of the monthly mayhem, and just a reminder to the community that monthly mayhem's going on still. July 19th through August 15th. I think everybody's in the tournament locked down. I don't know if any more can be added on. That's something we'll have to ask John if that's even a possibility.
I think, yeah, if I understand the rules right, it's locked in.
I think it's locked in. So
it would mess up the scoring otherwise.
All right. So for those who are playing, we're locked in and we're going till August 15th. And it's anybody who's interested, we will be playing the final race via stream during dinner table on August 15th. So if you're interested in seeing who's in the community and who's playing, especially the final 4, come take a watch at that and then hear everybody else in the background yelling at them. So that is what's going on there. So I got handed my first loss this week from Hoots. So congratulations, Hoots. He gave me my first loss. So I'm 2-1. And then I also played Pokémon Friends. I've been actually playing that on my regular Switch. That is the only game, well, the second game I have on my Switch, because I touch the screen a lot on it. I didn't want to do that with the Switch 2. And I prefer using the touchscreen on that one. But I've been playing it on my Nintendo Switch and getting some use out of it, keeping that going. So that's why that's what made me remember when you guys said using, Plants vs. Zombie, using the touchscreen. That made me remember I played Pokemon Friends because I used the touchscreen on the Switch for that. So I've been playing that. And then also on Steam, I've been playing Liar's Bar Poker. Played that for the first time. And that is a very interesting way to play Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, I downloaded it, and there's like no tutorial, no instruction. It just says, okay, you want to log in to play a game? I'm like, no, I do not want to log in to play a game. I want to know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, you don't need to. You're playing for bullets, essentially. It's not straight up Texas Hold'em. You're playing for bullets, and if you lose... So basically what it is, you bet a bullet and you play. And if you win, you don't have to use those bullets on yourself.
Right.
So if you lose after you bet each round, if you lose, you get I think there's 9, it holds 9 rounds. So depending on what you're betting, you have that percentage of a chance of losing in roulette. Try not to say too much so we don't get in trouble.
Right. This is a very
it's a very dark
game.
Texas. Yeah. This is not one I probably would be streaming on YouTube, at least. Maybe I might be able to play it on Twitch, but yeah, it's a dark Texas Hold'em game. Very interesting cartoon characters.
And I thought that other game I played was dark.
Right. So that's what I've been playing. And before we jump in anywhere else, normally we jump into Community Spotlight, but there's really not anything we're going to talk about there because we're going to hold the questions after we had a lot to talk about for the Nintendo Direct. We got some remaining questions that didn't quite fit into any of the other topics we talked about today. So we will save those questions for next week, especially hopefully we'll get Marty and Justin, and maybe we can answer a lot of these questions that we've been holding on to, and maybe we'll make it a community question show. We'll see. We'll see what pops up next week. We don't know. It has to be spontaneous. So with that being said, is there anything else you want to mention, Jesse?
Don't think so. I think we're good.
All right, then we'll start closing out the show by first saying a huge thanks to our Patreon producers, Dave Ernstberger, Jacqueline Amira, and our anonymous Patreon producer, as well as our other 100+ patrons. Thanks, and a special thanks to our 16 Twitch subscribers and over 1,479 Twitch followers, and a shout out to our 8,163 YouTube subscribers. Thank you, everyone who's contributing one way or another, whether you're subscribing, or you're following, or you're sharing our content, or thank you even to all those who participates and contributes to our content as well. If it wasn't for any of you guys who are doing your things, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you for that. Check out our website, nintendodads.org, for a list of Nintendo Dad's family of podcasts or our other recommended podcasts. Like there's Star Wars Dads, there's Mega Dads, there's Dad Crossing, and the Retro Logic and their family of podcasts as well. Our latest YouTube videos and tweets are on the website, links to all our social media, Patreon, and our Extra Life pages, including our recent connection to having a team page. So if you want to join our team, we'll be starting to talk about Extra Life soon. You can join us, or you can donate even now, before we even do anything, to our Extra Life. So go to nintendodads.org and hit the Extra Life button there and get to our Extra Life page. We also have Nintendo Dads merch there that you can get to, so you can pick up any of the things we got. And don't forget, we still have, I haven't shut down the 10th anniversary stuff yet, even though that was supposed to be limited. I keep forgetting to go there and shut it down. But we also have other stuff, like we have, what is it? All Elite Dads. We have Nintendo Dads World Order merch.
Yeah, I have that shirt. I wore it at PAX, and one of the staffers noticed it and thought it was. He goes, "That doesn't look right. Explain it." And he thought it was. He got a kick out of it when I explained what was going on.
That's what it's meant for. Had to explain. So, Nintendo merch available at nintendodez.org/merch, or just go there and you'll hit the merch button. Or if you're watching YouTube, you'll see a line of our merch right below the video. You can click on any of those and purchase stuff there as well. And don't forget the Manscaped stuff. You get 15% off your Manscaped order with the code NINDADS, NINDADS, at manscaped.com. Email us at nintendodads@gmail.com or call in and leave a voicemail. We have not gotten a voicemail. Christian, where have you been? 929-25-NDADS or 929-256-3237.
I think we got a wrong number voicemail the other day, like insurance company maybe, or something silly like that.
Nice. Big thanks to OC Remix for the music throughout the show, and download from your favorite podcast app of choice. And please leave us a 5-star review and a comment. We should start reading those comments. So if you do leave them, we'll try to remember to read them. So for me, Jesse, Marty, and an absent Justin, we'll check you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Nintendo Dads.
Soundwave Superior